Hi, Sharon Brennan here, Cottage Lane Stamper. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from the U.S. And I just wanted to give you show you how I organize my bundles when they come in. Um, I'm going to work on Dress to Impress. I just got this, and I'm actually, right after this, I'm going to do a video on doing the little purse that comes in the die set. Anyway, this is called Dress to Impress. It's in the 2020 mini catalog. And it's a real girly set. I just love it. Anyway, I won't go into any more detail about that. But then this is the die set called All Dressed Up Dies, and it comes in a clear envelope like this. And in this case, it has 2 sheets of dies. Excuse me. So when they come, I automatically just take, well, these are photopolymer, but in the case of, let's say these Clubhouse dies, I put my labels on right away, and then I also save the little sheets that they're on. And if you have the old what we call the clear labels, they're the red mount, but they didn't stick very well. I just cut off pieces of this and stick it on my the old stamp right over the label. And I have another video on that. If I find it, I'll put the link in and show you how I do that. Anyway, so I put those on right away. Then the next thing I do is I go to my copier and photocopy the dies. And the reason that I do this is that sometimes there are so many different pieces of dies, and I want to be able to look at them and see if I'm missing any pieces. This one has quite a few. Actually, the little buttons and the buckles and the flowers and the labels, and then the purse die, and then the lipstick and shoes, and this is a nice label die too. So that's the next thing I do. And then I buy these magnetic sheets. They're actually vent covers. I get them at our Menards store. I'm sure like Home Depot or Lowe's probably has the same thing. Mine come in a big, long envelope like this. So it's a magnetic sheet cover, and these are made by Deflecto. You might even be able to find them on Amazon. I have not tried that because I can just go down to the store and buy them right away. Anyway, so then the next thing I do is I take off my my dies, and I can't wait to try this one. I just think that purse is absolutely adorable. And I try to place them in the same position, because sometimes there are so many dies that they actually have to be in a certain position in order to fit them all on the sheet. And that's the thing that I do next. Sorry for the noise. This one goes in here. And then the little buttons, they could probably actually go almost anywhere. And these are cute. Just as an aside note, the buttons would go also very well with the, what's it called? Oh, it starts with Art stamp set that's in the annual catalog, because there's buttons on that too. And let's see. Oh, I guess the buckles go in here. There. And then I put this sheet on top of this sticky paper, and I'll slide it in the envelope. Let's see if I can actually, I can get the shoes on here. I wonder, I can't, I don't have room for the label. So I do have another, let's see, I had it here. I had another spare piece of magnetic strip I was going to put on there, but I'll just lay that there for now. I constantly lose stuff on my desk, I tell you. This morning I could not find 2 packages of DSP, and I did not know what the heck I did with them. And I finally found them, but I was like, oh girl, come on. So I've got to find that other die. And then what I do is I slip these in the case. And I don't know about anyone else, but I have inflammation in my hands, and especially in the morning, it it really hurts. So sometimes it's difficult for me to slip that in there. So what I did is I went to the dollar store, and I bought these a while ago for something else. And they have these fastener dots. You get 20 pairs for $1. So I take off one pair of those, stick them together, and then I take my little lid here and center it there, and then I close it. And then it's really easy for me to open it up. So then I can slide my dies in there. And I wonder what the heck I did with it. I had a separate piece of die there for that one, but we'll worry about that later. Anyway, so that goes in there like that. And then I take my Brother label maker. I mean, there's all different kinds, makes, models, but I just had this one for years. So I actually print out the names, and our old framelets, as we call them, which we can't get anymore because Sizzix is no longer partnered with Stampin' Up. But they used to have the name, let me see if I can pull one out here. They used to have the name printed right on the front with the item number. And since I cover up that label that comes in the package, I type out 2 of the names of the labels, and one is, and then this one is Dress to Impress. That's the name of the stamp set. So the one with the name of the die and the number go on here on the dies. Get this off here, and I put that at the top. And then, so I always know what the name of the stamp set is, I put that on also. I like to cross-reference everything. I know some people keep their dies in the stamp sets. I do not. I have a little box I found at Goodwill. It's actually an old library box. It works perfectly, a wooden library box. I put them on here because some of the stamp sets from the old from Sizzix do not fit in the stamps unless you take them out. But I sometimes resell my stuff, and I like to keep it with the original packaging. So then I take this one. I can peel it off. It sticks. It's so dry. I'm in Minnesota, and it's still winter here, technically, even though it's starting to warm up. It was like 40 last week, 50. That was good for us. Anyway, then I put that on here. So also, so that if I pull the stamp set out, I know what the dies are called, and I keep them alphabetically. And that's how I organize my stamp sets, my bundles. And then another thing I do when they come in, I'm kind of techie, and so, picture of my grandson there. I go to Evernote. I have this program called Evernote. And I also, when I first get them in, I'll enter them in as a note, and I have different sections. They're called notebooks, I believe, and one's for stamps and one's for dies, so I can look things up individually. And I'll put the name of the stamp set, the item number, what catalog it was in, what it is, like photopolymer, and the stamp set was $18. So then I'll also do that for the dies. So if here's all my notes, I can go to notebooks and dies, and you can do a search. So I'll put in lipstick. Oh, I guess I didn't cross-reference it. Let's try shoes. Maybe I didn't put this one in. I might not have. Let's see. And it's not showing up, but it's actually in there. I'm not sure what's going on. but you can do tags. And I have 12 tags here. Not now. And so the tags I chose are, there's like a little background stamp here, and you can use it for birthday, and it has like dots on here, and then I'll put it's feminine, it's flowers, it's lipstick. You can use it for Mother's Day, shoes, perfume, thinking of you, whatever. Whatever tags you think are in there. And then also, when you do a search, I'm not sure why it's not working here, but I also list all the sentiments. So if I'm looking for something for Mother's Day, I can just type in Mother's Day and it should come up. So let's try another search. I can, if I'm looking for a certain sentiment or a certain picture or something, I can actually find it. So I hope that helps you. I will be posting this to my YouTube, and it'll also be on my blog, Cottage Lane Stamper and Friends. Oh, okay, that's my Facebook page. Sorry. My blog is cottagelanestamper.blogspot.com. So anyway, if you have any questions, you can contact me through any of the social media or email me at cottagelanestamper@gmail.com. I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know if you did. Give me a thumbs up if you did. And if you have any comments, I always answer them. So anyway, thanks for stopping in and take care. God bless.